hope it ain't dead. That can't be good on that costly camera there. Hello everybody, it's Robby Spencer and welcome to another Robby Spencer's Adventures. We're on? Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Robby Spencer's Adventures. If you've ever seen me at the Pickin' Porch or on some of my other adventures like the Virginia Creeper Trail episode, you've seen my guest with me. His name's Teddy Helton, and he don't ever talk while he's with me on stage or anytime, do you? And you know why the reason I don't ever let him talk? Because he's got bad breath. But we're going to let him try to get him to talk on the show today, and just in case, I'm going to give him some lifesavers. There's two. Don't eat them all at the same time, okay? And just so I don't look like a hypocrite, I'm going to eat one myself just so I don't have bad breath. And just as soon as we get our lifesavers, we'll... There, just throw mine in the floor too. Alright, it's time again for Robby Spencer's Adventures. This episode we've got Teddy Helton. He's going to be talking with us hopefully and showing how he plays the banjo. It'll be something a little bit different. So, Teddy, I'm glad you could be on the show today. You plan on talking any? I almost didn't get Teddy on the show today. It's hard to talk with a lifesaver in your mouth, ain't it? I almost didn't get him on the show today because he called me up this morning and said, Robby, I can't be on no television show. And I said, why? He said, because I've got something wrong with me. And I said, what is it, Teddy? He said, I'm constipated. And I said, well, Teddy, have you taken anything for it? He said, yeah, I've taken everything I've known to take for it, and ain't nothing worked. And I said, well, have you tried prunes? He said, yeah, but they didn't work a bit. And I said, well, how many did you eat? And he said, you mean you're supposed to eat them things? Ain't that right? I said, ain't no wonder you're constipated. But anyway, let's just start off with what I know about Teddy Helton. Teddy Helton sometime in the past was born, and that was his early age. And he lived through infancy and enjoyed it, but not as much as he enjoyed becoming an adult and enjoying all of his adultery. How about that? He got married sometime in the past and had a couple of kids. You worked for a while, several years, and then you retired, didn't you? And then I met Teddy Helton. Is he playing that banjo too loud? Teddy, don't play the banjo so loud. If you're going to play background music, keep it in the background. When did you and I first meet, Teddy? Was it at the Pickin' Porch when they first started it? How long's that been? About 6 years ago? They started up a music show at the Bristol Mall called the Pickin' Porch. And I was asked to be on the shows because they needed something on there kind of halfway entertaining, didn't they? And so I got to be on there. And Teddy used to hang around because he booked all the bands, and he played the bass on and I played the banjo, and we were talking one day we ought to just start picking together, but we didn't know how that'd work, a bass and a banjo playing. But then we realized that Larry Sigmund and Barbara Poole does it all the time, so we just started doing that all the time. And then that's how we got to know each other, and we got pretty popular on that show. And we got to be radio stars, and now we're TV stars, aren't we? But anyway, we play up there every Thursday night on the Pickin' Porch, and usually when we get through playing, we go out and eat somewhere. And this last Thursday night, I got through, was packing my stuff up, and I said, Teddy, are you going to go eat with us? He said, no, I'm going to go straight home, and the first thing I'm going to do when I get in the house is rip my wife's pantyhose off. And I said, Teddy, what are you going to do that for? And he said, because the elastic in these things is about to cut me in two. Is that right? So then I said, Teddy, just tell me something. Exactly how long have you been wearing women's pantyhose? He said, ever since my wife found them in the glove compartment of my car. But anyway, that's the picking porch. Now, we've played music all over the place. Is there anything you want to say at this point? Cut in anywhere? Who all famous people have we played with? We got to pick with Patsy Stoneman. That was pretty good. Anybody else famous? We got to play one time at the Country Music Hall of Fame. You want to tell them that story? Well, I don't either, but anyway, let's just continue right along on the list. We've got a whole list of things we can talk about. Why don't we talk about food for a while? What would you like to say about food? What are some of your favorite foods? Vienna sausage? You like Vienna sausage? What goes good with Vienna sausage? A pack of nabs? Now the people out there watching may not know what nabs are. Do you want to tell them? Is it just crackers in general, or does it have to be them orange crackers with the peanut butter on them? That's pretty much what nabs are. So a can of Vienna sausage, a package of nabs, and a Coca-Cola. That makes a good meal, don't it, right there? That'll keep anybody alive at least for 2 or 3 days. As long as you got plenty of Vienna sausage, nabs, and Coca-Cola. Now let's tell them something about, you don't eat hot dogs anymore, do you? Because the last time he ate a hot dog, he had a heart attack that very same day and had to go in the hospital and have triple bypass surgery. Now, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'd say that hot dog was the cause of everything, wasn't it? Anything you'd like to add? All right. But you're doing good now. You got over your heart attack. You don't plan on having another one anytime soon, do you? Well, that's good. Is there anything we should talk about now? How about food some more? What did you have for breakfast this morning, Teddy? Oatmeal. What do you like to put in your oatmeal? Raisins? Brown sugar? Milk? Whiskey? You don't like it? You just like to drink it by itself, don't you? But anyway, I'm going to keep up with Teddy here and try to get him to talk a little bit when we come back from this commercial break. You want to take us to a commercial break? All right, we'll be back right after this commercial. Some people are just like an automobile. They'll run fine when everything's right. When the road is all clear and the weather is fine, and there's plenty of sunshine and light. But often you come to a washout and then get stuck and have to detour. But maybe a break in the testing will prove they never were built to endure. Friends, that song there is called The Automobile of Life, and if you'd like to hear it in its entirety, it is available on Volume 5. That's my gospel CD of my $5 CDs, and they're available right here at robbyspencer.com. Check it out. Anyway, I went to the corn maze the other night down there at Fender's Farm, and when I got out of there, it was I had so much dirt on me and much dirt in my ears, I didn't know when I got home whether I should wash my ears out or plant taters in them. But anyway, we're back on the air? All right. Maybe they'll cut that part out. Teddy, are you ready to play a song for everybody? All right. Now, you kept after me to show you how I played the banjo, and so I took you aside and tried my best to show you everything I could about picking a banjo. It only took me, about 8 minutes? But anyway, what are you going to play for everybody? She'll be coming around the mountain. Are you just going to play, or am I going to sing it, or what?
Probably sing a little.
All right, what if, because you know several songs got that tune, you want me to just sing all of them that we know, kind of make a medley out of it? All right, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy Helton making his debut performance, playing the banjo. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. This one. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, don't carry nothing but the righteous and holy. This train is bound for glory, this train. Froggy went a courting and he did right, Froggy went a courting and he did right, Froggy went a courting and he did ride, sword and a pistol by his side, Take it again, Teddy. I was going to sing a couple more songs in there. Nope, you've done ruined it on me now, Teddy. We'll just have to pick it up again later. Have to remember Hey, I should have clapped or something for you, because that was a good job. That make you feel good, me clapping for you? All right. What I want to do is, we've been on the air for a little while, and the very first episode of the Robby Spencer Adventure Show we showed was the fishing show. You've seen it, haven't you? Good, because I haven't. And the only reason I know that we had a fishing show is because I filmed the thing. But that was a couple years ago when we actually did it, and I don't remember what was in it, but we've got a lot of emails from the fishing show. And so let's start off there. You can read that one for me, won't you? You won't do anything. Well, I tell you what, pick a banjo for a little bit and I'll read this email. It says, hello, friend. First of all, I just want you to know I think your show on Charter Channel 13 was the dadgum neatest thing I've seen in a coon's age. Me and my buddies Tim and Ian were just sitting on the back porch shooting at groundhogs, and Daddy came out the door wanting us to come see a fishing show that one of the local boys was hosting. So we came on in for a second and ended up watching the rest of the darn thing. There ain't many good shows on TV these days, but I just want you to know that, be sure. Here, it's hard to read this because there ain't no punctuation at all in this message anywhere, so I'm just I've got it now. I just want you to know that we'll be sure to watch your next episode, and we can't wait to hear from you. And that was from Logan, Tim, and Ian. So anyway, if you watched that show, Logan, Tim, and Ian, we appreciate you. You want to read this email? Okay, I'll read it. This one says, Professor Spencer. I guess that's me. I would like to start by saying that your show was nothing short of incredible. That's an awful nice thing to say, wouldn't it? I probably feel as good now about that as you did when I was clapping for you a minute ago. It was very informative and, without a doubt, the best thing on television these days. My girlfriend and I were so entertained by your show that we would like to make a guest appearance. That could probably be arranged. My girlfriend likes to catch butterflies and I like to fish, so that might make a good idea for a program right there. What would we do? Catch the butterflies and feed them to the fish? All right. We could probably do that if them animal rights people wouldn't get on to us. My younger brother, who was watching with us, has some interesting ideas for the use of the metal piece that you found on your show. Remember, I did find that piece of metal on there. I still got it at home. Well, I just wanted to say to keep up the good work. Have a good one. That was from Kevin Delk, Brandon Delk, and Kayla Taylor in Johnson City, Tennessee. And they've got from their email address, looks like he's down at ETSU. You know, that's where I went to school. ETSU. I got a major in speech communication, and I took my general speech class, and Gary Potter was the professor down there, and he did a real good job. So I think he's still down there, maybe at Northeast State. So if any of you know him, tell him I said hey. But anyway, he was my public speaking teacher, and I'd been in his class about 2 weeks, and one day he stopped me on the way into class and said, "Robby, I want you to teach a class today." And I said, "Well, I don't know if I really can or not. What's the lesson on today?" He said, "Today's lesson is on how to speak without an accent." And so then I said, "Well, you know, that's pretty good, but how do you expect me to teach on that?" He said, "I expect you to get up there and keep your mouth shut." You about laughed on that one, didn't you, Teddy? But anyway, that's how I came to be a speech major. And you'd think I'd do a better job than what I do, but I make out all right, don't I? Hey, while we're talking about ETSU, it got me thinking of something we need to start doing. You know, we play shows out around a lot, and we should try to get booked on some shows for like some of these sororities in the colleges. That'd be a good, because there ain't nothing better than me and Teddy likes than women. Ain't that right? And if there's anything we like better than women, it's a bunch of them. How about that? And the sororities is a good place to get a hold of them. So if you're having any kind of sorority parties or anything down there where there's going to be a lot of college women, just get in touch with me through my website, robbyspencer.com, or email me. It's Robby@robbyspencer.com. And we'll work something out. We need to get some good-looking women on the TV show with us, don't we? Some like women like they had on Hee Haw. That'd be good, wouldn't it? While we're on this subject, what kind of women do you like, Teddy? All of them? I will tell you this. One time me and Teddy was going to play a show in Irwin, and we would pass by this tent revival they were setting up. And Teddy said, "Robby, I want you to stop the truck." That's because I was driving. He said, "I want you to stop the truck and let me get out. I want to see what's going on at this tent revival." And I said, "No, Teddy, we don't have time. We need to get on down and do that show in Irwin." He said, "No, I got to stop. It'd just take a minute." So I stopped, and just as soon as he got out of the truck, he went up and found the preacher. And the preacher was standing there, and Teddy said, "I got to ask you a question." And he said, "What is it, my son?" And Teddy said, "I was just wondering if you ever saved any wild women." And the preacher said, "Yes, my son." He said, "I do it every single day. Why do you ask?" And Teddy said, "I'd like to know if you'd save 3 for me for this Friday night." Did he? All right. While we're on the subject of women, is there anything else? What kind of women do we need to get on this show? Young ones? How about some middle-aged ones for you? What kind, when you're out in the mall walking around and see them young women that wears their pants that rides down low on their hips and their underwear sticking out, you like that? I sure do. How about when they got that little tattoo that's there at the end of their back about where it splits? You don't like that? I sure do. How about, what's else something? What do you like about your women, Teddy? That they're breathing? Okay. What color hair do you like? Red? How about blonde? How about a brunette? How about a gray-headed woman? You like one of them? How about a bald-headed woman? That's what they make wigs for. But anyway, we're going to take a commercial, and just as soon as we get back from commercial, we're going to try to talk about how we could get some women on this show. And if people out there watching this that ain't as good looking as Teddy and I am and have trouble getting women, we'll show you how to do that right when we get back from this commercial. Play something, take us to commercial. We'll be back right after this. Hello everybody, I'm Robby Spencer, and this is my take on a Beatles song. Well, they're gonna put me on the TV. They're gonna make a big star out of me. We'll make a show about a man that picks a banjo, and all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, they say I'm gonna be a big star, might win an Emmy, you can never tell. The TV's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you'll sit and watch me on the TV, 'cause then I'm sure that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever picked a banjo, and all I gotta do is act naturally. If you'd like to hear the rest of that song, be sure to get one of my Volume 3 specially priced $5 CDs. They are available at robbyspencer.com.
Playing the same thing.
In a different key. All right, quiet it down, Teddy. We're back on there. There you go. And we're back. Robby Spencer here, Teddy Helton. This show is Robby Spencer's Adventures. We were talking about women before we went off the air. Well, it didn't go off air. We just went to a commercial. It's about the same thing, ain't it? 'Cause hopefully nobody flipped the station when we went to a commercial. But if you did, I hope you're back, 'cause this what we're going to do now is going to be informative. And I've had a little bit of experience, getting women and getting them to fall in love with me and stuff like that. What you need to do is you just don't need to be afraid to talk to them. So I'll tell you what we'll do right now is, Teddy, you pretend to be a woman, okay? And you don't have to dress up or nothing. Just pretend you're a woman, and I'm going to talk to you, show everybody out there how to talk to them. And first off, you come up, you gotta learn their name. Well, if I say, hey, what's your name? Are we just going to use Teddy could Teddy be a woman's name too? Mm-hmm. All right. So let's just pretend I figured out your name was Teddy, and I want to get to know you a little bit better. So I'll come up and I'll say, hey, Teddy. Now let's change it to a real woman's name, okay? How about, what'd be a good woman's name? Phyllis? All right. Let's pretend that this is Phyllis and I'm trying to get to talk to her. Hey, Phyllis, you got a boyfriend? Would you like one? See, right there. Then you just can't let that stop you. You got to keep going. It's like, well, hey, that's something we got in common, 'cause I don't want no boyfriend either. You see what I mean? How about going out on a date? Are you sure? I think you should. You'd enjoy it. Well, how about, can't you see how confident I am even in the face of rejection? Doesn't that mean anything to you? Some women find that quality very admirable in a man. So how about it? Want to go out on a date? What if people just started watching and they think I'm really asking you out on a date? That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Well, anyway, let me just say that was a little exercise in role playing. I was trying to show all young men out there how to get a date with a girl. And Teddy was playing the part of the girl. and I, of course, was playing the part of the boy. So, Teddy, I think the show's about over. Remember to visit my website, robbyspencer.com, if you've got an idea for another show or would like to be on it. And I tell you what, just play the banjo and we'll go out on the show today. What are you going to play? A song on the banjo?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm Robby Spencer, and this has been Teddy Helton for Robby Spencer's Adventures. What kind of song is that? Is that one of them Celtic songs? Play something good. I'll see y'all on the next episode of Robby Spencer's Adventures.